So, having fished my whole life, decided to go to Isla Mirada, Florida in the Keys for my dream trip. Go to the fishing capital of the world and catch fish. And of course, go down there. It's in January, and the Keys weren't very nice that time of year. It was foggy, cloudy, rainy, and that particular day, we show up to the dock, and the charter captain's there, and he looks and he asks me, "Do you really want to go out today?" To insinuate it's not the day to go out. It's gonna suck. It's pouring down rain. So I said, "Man, this is my dream trip. You know, I've been waiting my whole life to come down here." He said, "All right, well, we'll just figure a half a day to start." I'm like, "Okay." So anyway, we go out. One of the first things we set up to do is to live line for mackerel. So we set out a beta blue runner, which is a type of fish, and we send them out, and he says to me, "Look," and he shows me a wire tie from a bread bag tied onto his rod, kind of cradling the line. And I said, "What's that for?" And he said, "That's so that they can run without feeling any tension, and I don't have to get into these big expensive bait running reels and all, because he wears them out. He's a charter captain, so he goes through stuff." So what we found was that the fish were taking the bait, and they were running like crazy. It just so happened that day that the King Macs were biting through the line, so we didn't catch any. So anyway, we kind of moved on from that, and we went out, and he said, well, let's go here and we'll try to catch you a fish. So I was knife jigging for fish, and I got onto something huge, 40-pound drag getting peeled off of the reel, and then there was like a snip, and it felt like the hook got spit or something. So we reel it in, and the hook broke. So whatever I was hooked up on, the fish broke the hook, which he said, "Well, that never happens." So there we are. We've lost the King Macs. We lost the fish from a broken hook, and then he says, "Well, let's go to the honey hole and get you dinner." So we go to a snapper honey hole, and wouldn't you know it, we didn't catch nothing there either. But the coolest thing, and all that said and done, and getting back with one trigger fish to show for it, was the idea of the bread tie. And when I came home to Maryland and we were fishing on the flats in Haverty Grace for big rockfish, I transitioned from my bait runner and secondary drag reels to the bread tie trick. And I found that the bread tie actually was allowing fish to run longer, which helped my hookup rate even better. It was a night and day kind of a thing. So when the light bulb really started going off on the idea, you know, I paid attention to how it was really going down versus like old techniques and bait runners versus, say, you know, the GhostDrag trick. And at the end of the day, the GhostDrag caught more fish. And there was the day the light bulb went off over my head, and I thought, we need a better thing than a bread tie, and that's how GhostDrag was born.